Uh, Ever wonder how certain TV blocks become legendary? Um, for many anime fans, Toonami was the place to be in the late 90s and early 2000s. It wasn't just about watching shows, it was about discovering a whole new world of animation. Uh, um, but what happened when a beloved era began to fade? Let's explore how the end of one series might have signaled a shift for this iconic programming block. Toonami wasn't just a channel, it was a gateway. It introduced a generation to anime like uh, Gundam Wing, Outlaw Star, and Pat Labor. For many North American fans, Toonami was their first and primary source for discovering new series, making it a tastemaker in the anime world. It cultivated a loyal audience, and for a long time, Dragon Ball was its crown jewel. Um, Dragon Ball Z's sheer number of episodes, hundreds in fact, uh, provided a consistent anchor for Toonami. It guaranteed viewership and encouraged fans to stick around for other titles. The block smartly aired Dragon Ball Z, the original Dragon Ball, and even Dragon Ball GT simultaneously, creating a comprehensive experience for fans. Um, but this period of dominance wouldn't last forever. Um, Dragon Ball GT debuted on Toonami in November 2003, just as the original Dragon Ball concluded. Uh, while the original series ended on a high note, GT felt overshadowed. It marked a fragmentation of the franchise and a shift in Toonami's approach. So the the series had fewer episodes and felt more like an obligation than a celebration. For nearly a decade, Dragon Ball GT was the last Dragon Ball series on Toonami until Dragon Ball Super arrived in 2013. Sporadic Dragon Ball Z movies appeared, but GT's run um, felt like the end of an era. It also coincided with the rise of new shonen hits like Naruto and One Piece, signaling a change in Toonami's focus. Toonami's presentation of Dragon Ball GT wasn't ideal. Funimation's approach to the English dub was controversial: seams, acts, strong items, and Fundimation. While Dragon Ball Z received creative liberties with its script and a new musical score, the original Dragon Ball maintained a more accurate translation. And the original score, GT, felt like a step backward. Perhaps the most baffling decision was skipping the first 16 episodes of Dragon Ball GT. The rationale was to reach the more action-packed arcs faster, but it left the series feeling rushed and disjointed. While those early episodes are divisive, skipping them created a strange viewing experience. These episodes eventually aired after the series concluded, but the damage was done. Toonami's success wasn't solely due to Dragon Ball, but the franchise provided a crucial sense of identity. The shows Toonami acquired early on felt like they were building towards something. However, after Dragon Ball GT, the block felt less cohesive The lineup shifted toward Cartoon Network carryovers and American programming like Star Wars, Clone Wars, and the years following Dragon Ball GT were a period of transition for Toonami. It moved from weekday afternoons to a weekly Saturday evening format, and the block lost its original energy and wouldn't fully recapture it until its rebirth in 2012. Dragon Ball GT's run marks a sad turning point, but perhaps it was a necessary step toward a stronger future. Um, and you know, it's funny, I would say, and skipping those first 16 episodes of Dragon Ball GT was like telling a Saiyan they couldn't have their senzu beans, or uh, uh, a little bit of a rough start, don't you think? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,